with Light 4. Now I'm going to teach you how to iron your pants properly. Now first you ask, how do I iron my pants and what are they supposed to look like? Well, first of all, you should have only 4 creases in your pants. 2 in the front and 2 in the back. If you have more than that, then wash your pants. If you have less than that, iron your pants. Now, the 2 in the front go right here. Right on the inside of the first belt loop, if you're counting from the fly. Right in there. Can't see them too well now, but once you finish ironing, you'll be able to. And then the 2 in the back meet at the center belt loop right here. Now, tips and tricks for ironing your pants. First of all, don't ever start your pants. This will make them shiny. Something else that will make them shiny is that if you use your iron too hot, then shine will occur. The setting that I usually use for my iron is full steam and about halfway to full heat. Because you'd rather have less heat and more pressure than more heat and more shine. Now first you want to start off by choosing one leg. What I like to do is do the 2 front ones first and then the 2 back ones. Now a trick is to pull the pocket out so that you have the actual pant fabric, not the pocket. Otherwise you'll be ironing pocket. Also, make sure you empty your pockets. Don't want anything ironed that shouldn't be. Now, once you've gotten your pants all laid out along the seam or crease, then you can iron. I try and have the longest crease possible because it's easy to just go right on it. Now, just like I said before, right here you've got the first belt loop on the inside of it. Now we're going to take our iron, it's all fully warmed up, and you're just going to go straight across. Just making sure everything's nice. You can see steam going off. If you're worried about making your pants shiny, then you can take a cloth. This will mean a little extra work because you now have to work through the cloth's fabric onto your pants. But I'd rather you put a cloth on your pants and spend that extra 10 minutes than have shiny pants and have to beg supply for another pair. Okay? Another trick that you can do is to wet this cloth. This will make more steam, and more steam will make sharper creases. And sharper creases will make a sharper uniform. Okay. Now watch and see all the steam that comes off. You hear that? That is your creases getting sharper. Okay. You can tell your pants will be a little wet afterwards, but after going over it, it'll dry pretty quickly. I don't know if you can see the steam, but there's a lot coming off. Alright, so we've gotten about this much done. And then you just go all the way up here, making sure you get all the wrinkles out and not ironing the pocket. Also another trick, I don't know how well you can see, is to go right up, all the way up to your pants so that you get the crease that doesn't stop. It goes all the way from the bottom of your pants all the way to the top. Really focus on the top because it's easy to get sharp creases on the bottom, but if you have them at the top, well, then your uniform will start to look amazing. So, you've seen that. We're going to go over. Look at that. Look how sharp that is. Yeah. Look and see. All the way up. Okay. So now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other front side. The reason why I do the 2 front first is because if you do, let's say, 1 front and 1 back, it's confusing to remember which one's which. Now, if you did it properly, you should be able to see which ones you've ironed and which ones you haven't. Now, the thing with uniforms is that there's no wrong way to do your uniform. There's just not doing your uniform. Therefore, if you find a better way to iron your pants or any other part of your uniform, feel free to use it. This is just a guideline that's worked for me. And I've been doing my uniform for at least 4 years now, so I'm pretty sure I'm a pretty reputable source. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't spend too much time. Just lined it all up, all to the inside of the belt loop, and just went from top to bottom and back again. Okay. Now, the back creases are a little more complicated. Because you have all this stuff on the inside, like this extra fabric and these pockets, it makes it a little harder to iron. So what I used to do is just take a safety pin and just safety pin this part of the pocket out of the way. What I do now is just push it out of the way. Whatever works best for you. So, same deal here. You pick one of the backs and you line it up, right, so that the end of the crease at the top goes right to the center belt loop. Alright. And make sure that you don't make what's called train tracks. And that's where you don't line up your pants properly on the ironing board and you get more than one track or crease. So that just means a little more precision when putting it down, and it'll be a little less work. Because trust me, once you put these creases in, if you put them in properly, then they'll stay where they should be and stay where you put them. So we're going all the way up right to that center belt loop, and you can press down a little there. Just be sure not to press down too hard, otherwise you'll burn your pants. Okay, so let's take a look at that. I don't know how, yeah, there's a crease right there. Then you're going to do the other side. The most creases and wrinkles occur in your pants from sitting down. So if you wear your uniform to cadets, try to avoid making those wrinkles. There, and then you go all the way up the top. Another trick that you can use is going over the other side too. So I just went over the back side. And then you flip the pant over on the same crease that you just did. You can do the other side. This will make the creases even stronger. All the way up, all the way to the center. And then all the way down. And do that as many times as you feel fit. Now, there you go. You got some nice creases. Alright, thank you Flight 4, and that is how you iron your pants.